Hello dear students, welcome to e-learning classes of P.N. Amase High School. We will continue with our chapter number 4, parts and wholes. Now students, we will start our chapter number 4, parts and wholes from our workbook. Question number 1. Divide the given rectangles into 6 equal parts in different ways. Students, here we have to divide these rectangles into 6 इक्वल पार्ट्स. आपको ये रेक्टेंगल्स को 6 इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करना है एंड दैट टू इन डिफरेंट वेज. सो व्हाट यू विल डू, first you will find out the length and breadth of the rectangle with the help of a scale to make it more easy. So here students, you can see the length is 6 centimeter and the breadth is 2.5 centimeter. So now we have to divide this rectangle into 6 equal parts. So what we will do, we will make here 5 standing lines. To divide this rectangle into 6 equal parts, we will make lines with the difference of 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter के difference पे आपको यहाँ पे 5 standing lines draw करनी है. So students, here in this way we will draw 5 standing lines with the difference of 1 centimeter and we will divide this rectangle into 6 equal parts. Now here there are 6 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now we will divide this other rectangle also in 6 equal parts. Now students, we have to divide this other rectangle also in 6 equal parts. So for this, first we will divide this rectangle into 2 equal parts. In this way students, we will divide this rectangle into 2 equal parts with the help of this one sleeping line. Now with the difference of 2 centimeter we will draw 2 standing lines. 2 centimeter के difference पे आपको यहाँ पर 2 standing lines बनानी है. Now students, here in this way we will make 2 standing lines with the difference of 2 centimeter. Now here you can see, count the parts. Here this rectangle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 equal parts. In this way, remaining question number 1 you have to do it by yourself. Now students, we will move to question number 2. Divide the given squares into 4 equal parts in different ways. Now students, we have to divide these squares into 4 equal parts, that too in different ways. Now we will divide this first square into 4 equal parts. Here also first we will find out the measurement of the length and breadth of the square. Here you can see the length is 2.8, so the breadth will also be of 2.8 as the shape is of square. So first we will divide this square equally with the help of a standing line. In this way students, you will divide the square with the difference of 1.4 centimeter and with the help of a standing line. In the same way we will divide the square with the help of a sleeping line also. In this way we will make a sleeping line and now you can see that the square is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. Now students, here this square also we will divide it into 4 equal parts. For this what we will do, we will make slanting line which will join this end and this, the both ends of the square here. In this way we will make a slanting line and we will join these two ends and we will make another slanting line also and join the other two ends. In this way, by drawing the 2 slanting lines also we can divide the square into 4 equal parts. Here there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts of this square. In this way, remaining question number 2 you have to do it by yourself. Question number 3. Divide the given triangles into 3 equal parts in different ways. We have to divide this triangle into 3 different parts. Here to divide this triangle into 3 equal parts, we will draw 2 slanting lines. In this way students, by making 2 slanting lines, we will divide this triangle into 3 equal parts. Here 1, 2 and 3 parts are drawn with the help of 2 slanting line. Now we will divide the other triangle also into 3 equal parts. So we will place a dot over this center and we will join this dot with one end of the triangle. In this way, students, we will draw one slant line and we will join the one end of the triangle with the center of the triangle. In the same way, we will draw another slanting line. In this way, students, we will make a slant line which will join the end point of the triangle with the center of the triangle. Now again, we will make a standing line in this way. Now here you can see the triangle is divided into 3 equal parts, 1, 2 and 3. In this way, students, remaining question number 3 you have to do it by yourself. Question number 4. State what part of the figures given below are shaded. Students, here few figures are given. We have to find out what part of these figures are shaded. To find out that, we have to write these in the form of fraction. Now first part of question number 4. Here first we will count how many total parts are there. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total parts are there. In my previous video I have explained you that in the denominator we will write down the total parts. So here we will write 6 as a denominator. Now we will find out how many shaded parts are there. So here 1, 2 and 3 shaded parts are there. So in the numerator we will write 3. Now the fraction so formed will be 3 upon 6. Now we can write this as a fraction or we can find out the reduced form of it. Here 3 is a prime number, so we will write it as it is, as 3 ones are 3 is there, no other factors of 3 are there. And in the place of 6 we will write 2 multiplied by 3. 2 3s is 6. Now we will cut this 3 and this 3 here. Now no number is left in the numerator, so we will write 1 as a numerator, and here in the denominator we will write 2. So the fraction form of this figure is 1 by 2 also and 3 by 6 both. Now second part of question number 4. Here also first we will find out the total parts of this figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So here in the denominator we will write 9. And here the shaded parts are 1 and 2. So in the numerator we will write 2. Now no common factor is between 2 and 9. So we will write this as it is. So the fraction form of this figure is 2 upon 9. Now students, third part of question number 4 you have to do it by yourself. Now fourth part of question number 4. Here also first we will find out the total parts of this figure. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16 total parts are there. So in the denominator we will write 16 and the shaded parts are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in the numerator we will write 4. The fraction so formed is 4 upon 16. Now we will find out the reduced form of 4 by 16. Here in the place of 4 we will write 2 multiplied by 2. 2 2s is 4. Here students we have to write down the prime numbers only. Here in the place of 16 we will write 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16 in this way. Now we will cut this 2 from above the line and below the line, this 2 from above the line and below the line. Now here in the numerator no number is there, so we will write 1, and in the denominator we will write 2 2s are 4. The remaining numbers we have to multiply and write down as a denominator. So the fraction form of this figure is 1 by 4. Now fifth part of question number 4. Here students you can see a figure is given but its total parts are not given. First we have to find out the total parts. Here you can see the figure is of octagon as it has 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First we will draw lines to divide this figure into 8 equal parts. In this way students, first we have to divide this figure into 8 equal parts. Now here total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts are there. So in the denominator we will write 8 and one part is shaded. So in the numerator we will write 1. So here the fraction form of this figure is 1 by 8. Sixth part of question number 4, you have to do it by yourself. Now students, we move to seventh part of question number 4. Here also, first we have to draw standing and sleeping line, vertical or horizontal lines to divide this figure. In this way students, you have to draw horizontal and vertical lines to divide this figure. Here students, we don't know the exact measurement of how many parts we have to divide this figure. So we can take the measurement of this square. You can see now all the squares are of equal measurement. Now first we will find out the total parts of this figure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. 16 parts are there. So in the denominator we will write 16 and 2 shaded parts are there. So here we will write 2 in the numerator. So the fraction so formed is 2 upon 16. Here we will find out the reduced form of this fraction also. Here in the place of 2 we will write 2 as 2 is a prime number, and in the place of 16 we will write 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. We will cut this 2 from above the line and below the line, and now in the numerator we will write 1 and in the denominator we will write 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. So the fraction so formed will be 1 upon 8. In this way, 8th part of question number 4, you have to do it by yourself. With this we end our today's video and will continue with our chapter in the next video. Thank you.